Hey guys, welcome to the MC Anime Podcast. We cover anime, geek culture, Japanese aesthetics, and Asian studies. We are a multi-fandom podcast, and you can expect to hear topics in your favorite hobby or fandom activity potentially. You can find MC Anime on Google Podcasts, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and YouTube. Also, please check out mcanimepodcast.com, our website. Furthermore, stay tuned in for another episode.
Welcome to another episode of NCMA Podcast. Today I have a special guest with me today. Hesh, how you doing today?
I'm doing fine. Welcome.
Tell them a little about yourself, what you do, and we can go from there.
So, my name is Hisham. I basically work with the podcast for about 2 years now. I work as an audio editor, and sometimes I work like that.
Will be a featured speak with us, hopefully. So that's also potential new.
Yeah.
But yeah, if anyone that doesn't know him, Hesh is a sound editor for me, for the podcast. And it's kind of part of the reason why we're doing live on Twitch right now. So there you go. So further ado, that's all the introduction for that. Today's topic is going to be lucky base power users. So what do I mean by lucky base powers? Well, instead of them being lucky, they're going to actually have a power that relates to a luck, but it's not actually being lucky necessarily.
Yeah.
So in this scenario, characters that are just written to have basic luck to get out of most situations might not qualify in the basic sense. There's an exception to that, but that's just because of how the story is written to the point where they're literally written as a character with so much luck that it's like a power. So, the characters that we were discussing are King for One Punch Man, Sakura Ichiko, Good Luck Girl, Haruta Shigemo from Jujutsu Kaisen, and finally, we're doing Princess Boss herself from Re:Zero. So what is your determination when it comes to luck-based powers? What you think of?
Mostly just people who are naturally born with luck. Sometimes I know that there are characters that have powers related to luck. For example, we have Sakura Ichiko. She basically uses fortune energy. She can take energy from surroundings and turn it into luck. But in return, the surroundings are actually unlucky, like they have misfortune. So that's basically an example.
Alright. And then also these people that are lucky power users, well, what we have are different subcategories of the ability of luck, and we'll get into what those sub-abilities are. But in the scheme of things, if you really think about it, what is luck? Is luck having the goodwill to have good things happen to you? Is the bad luck going to be the bad events that's going to occur over a period of time that you have no control over? It all really depends on that question alone. How you define luck.
That's a very good question actually. I mean, for example, we have Haruta Shigemo, Jujutsu Kaisen. He can actually manipulate luck itself, but he can just manipulate probability and statistics. So when you define luck, it's about actually what do you want and when you want it to happen. So that's basically what I think luck is.
Yeah, I mean, that's also a key element. And in that element, what you actually have is whether or not if the luck itself is being manipulated or the aspect of granting someone else and affecting their probability is kind of interesting. Now, I would say the character that kind of was a poster child for this discussion was Domino from Marvel. She had the ability to control probability. When do you bad luck, like changing the weather in the course of her favor? Typically, it goes like this. She changes the luck of herself and changes the luck of the enemy to bad luck to suit her needs and good luck. And she's part of the X-Men. So anyway, with luck being said, what are some superstitions about luck to get that out of the way? What are the things that people do to believe in luck?
Yeah, so basically, people believe in luck when something that isn't normal happen to them. For example, when you're walking in a street and something is falling on you, that's just very unlucky because it normally doesn't will happen. So people believe that's unlucky for them. And at the same time, when something good happen to them, they believe it's just about luck. For example, when they win the lottery, something like maybe they're gambling and they win a lot of money, they say it's just they got lucky. So that's how people actually believe in luck.
True. And another aspect of luck is, let's say you're new to something. They said that, that's beginner's luck. Like, you're just lucky now, but you're going to have a huge downfall later because you don't know what you're doing.
Yeah, that's a very good example actually. Like, for example, you're playing a card game, maybe Yu-Gi-Oh, and then you're starting a new deck, or like maybe just you do the game, and your hand is just very good, like you get very good cards. So your enemy just calling you beginner lucky. That's a good example.
I mean, true. Also luck is usually manipulated through the odds. So chance events are usually what test your luck is, and gambling is a form of that as a way to standardize skills in games where you might have a chance to win, but it might be lower depending on the combination or the way to win. So that's one way to determine luck in itself, but also having the knowledge to play alongside the random chance of events is also what sometimes makes players stand out from just being lucky. So there is that just difference there. But let's get back to that's just a little bit of luck in general. King, One Punch Man. So King is really unique because he's the only character we have born lucky, but he's so born lucky that it affects everyone around him in perception, intimidation, and anything in between.
Yeah, I think the moment he was born, he was connected to Saitama basically. Like everything that happened to him was basically connected to Saitama. Even when he was a child, he was saved by Saitama.
I mean, the way he is written as a plot device in being born lucky is basically a feat in itself. Because of all the characters I've seen in the born lucky category, he stands out the most. The simple fact, he doesn't have to fight. He basically beats his opponents in fear tactics just based on what he looks like. He's so intimidating to other people that they don't want to fight him. And the ironic sense of all of it is the fact that he can barely go up flights of stairs without getting out of breath. Super strong-winded, everything. But he's an S-class hero in One Punch Man.
I mean, if you think about it, he's basically the exact opposite of Saitama. Saitama is basically just very unlucky. No one cares about him, and everyone underestimates him. Everyone thinks he's a weakling, but on the other hand, everyone is scared of King because they think he's very strong. So if you think about it, he's actually the exact opposite of Saitama.
So basically, Saitama had to do all this work to get to the OP level, while King was just born lucky and didn't have to do much of anything.
I mean, he basically took credit for what Saitama did. if you look at the story, almost everything that Saitama did, like all of his feats were basically credited to King. So that's why they think King is strong. King just happened to be there and Saitama was killing the enemy. Yeah.
Okay. Well, yeah. So the character journey written from foundation to story basically translates to so lucky that these specific events happen for this specific reason. This is how it happened. It just sounds like buggy for One Piece.
I mean, with Bug it's a little bit different.
Well,
I mean,
yeah, but like from reputation to story, things just start happening. He's just written into the story of he had something to do with it.
Yeah,
But he was blamed for other people's. Yeah, he just using the willpower of other people doing it for him. He getting the credit. But anyway, King, I like him because he contributes to himself and kind of be self-reflective.
Yeah, I
He
mean,
knows he's like this, but he can't. He doesn't know what to do about it because people are just going to expect the same reputation that he has.
Yeah, I mean, he just rolls with it. He doesn't care.
True, but Saitama does the same thing and really doesn't unleash a lot of energy. But Saitama's literally character is so broken that no one can match him in the universe. So I wonder, does Saitama have the same effect on King as King has on everyone else? Like, if King were to fight Saitama, would it really be a winner?
I mean, depending on how it goes, but I think King will just win. Saitama will let King win, basically.
So basically, Saitama will really fight because he doesn't feel motivated, and he'll be in King's favor.
I mean, I wouldn't say motivated. There's a situation where King just says that he will let Saitama win video games, and Saitama will just give up and pretend that he lost. Or maybe King will offer Saitama a free food. That's basically how it's gonna go. Or they won't have to fight. Yeah.
So he took the status and still beat Saitama.
Yeah.
Oh god.
I mean, there is a situation where maybe they force him to fight, but I don't think it might happen.
Well,
They will just
yeah, true. And enemies are so afraid of him that they surrender before they even fight him.
Yeah, some even die before even looking at him. At one point in the series, a monster just basically shit himself and died.
Yeah, that's interesting. But he has no combat. But we have what is actually happening, seems like it's happening.
Yeah.
So, like, how would we suggest his self-awareness to what's going around him? Like, what the actually, other than the intimidation and everything else, is there any other explanation of that?
I mean, I think he feels bad about himself because he knows he's weak, but there is nothing he can do about it. Because if he gives up, he just loses everything he has, like his status and his powers and the money. So he has to keep rolling with it. He basically has no other option. But in the same time, he's actually trying to improve. Like at some point in the story, he went to one of the S-class heroes, trying to ask him for help to get stronger. Of course, they thought he was joking because they know he's already strongest.
True. And what's, King's reputation as the strongest hero, it's like his luck is the factor why, but he's a coward and he has reliance on others. So what's...
I would say he's a coward.
Well, those cowards...
For example,
Yeah, truth. Yeah. Well, he's not coward,
I mean,
but he knows his situation and he doesn't know what to do about it because it just is what it is.
Yeah, I mean, he can't do anything about
Well, he doesn't want combat, and when he tries to do combat, it works in his favor, regardless of what he tries to do.
Yeah.
Like, whenever a situation you try to throw a punch, and then somehow the enemy gets injured.
Yeah, for example, when he was trying to fight the centipede at the end of season 2.
No.
Saitama showed up out of nowhere, and he basically one-shot the centipede. No one saw what happened, but they thought King was actually fighting. So. Yeah. Exactly.
Oh my gosh. So, maybe other people will come along and just do the work.
Yeah, basically.
Well, but I guess he's written in a way to be... Well, Saitama's written to be a parody of Hero. So you can say that King is a reflection of Saitama in actually trying, but everything going his way, where Saitama has everything he needs, but doesn't try. Because he knows what his level is at. The self-awareness is two separate things.
Yeah, I mean, Saitama just thinks he is the strongest because he didn't face anyone stronger, or at least as strong as him.
True. Oh, you know, with King as a character, what are some moments that are just absolutely hilarious how the luck plays out?
I mean, the first one was basically when he was facing Garo. Like, there was a scene with him when he was, like, confronting Garo. And Saitama just saved him. Basically, Saitama kicked the shit out of Garo.
Oh, okay. So, as a comic-related phenomenon, how does King compare to other people in that category?
I mean, he doesn't exactly have, like, insane powers or anything. But if you consider the fact that he's very lucky and Saitama always shows up, then he's basically the strongest character. Just because of Saitama.
Oh, okay. So everything, luck being intertwined with Saitama is basically a link.
Yeah.
Okay.
Whenever King is, Saitama just shows up. Why?
So, the fact that Saitama's existence is to the point of what it is, King can benefit from being lucky. Since a very early age to the story.
Yeah, I mean, it's not just Saitama, actually.
Well, not just Saitama, but it's events happening where there's coinciding alongside each other at the same time to happen, then boom, the result is what the actual character is supposed to be.
Yeah.
Okay. So with him being the born lucky category, being so lucky that he literally, no one can touch him, would that be plot device, or is that a writer giving him an inherent power?
I think just mostly, but like, there is no way to know if he's actually lucky in a sense of power, but so far it's just mostly but some people can consider him lucky, I guess, with luck powers.
True.
Yeah.
I guess he's written in a way where his luck appears to be not more than coincidental, but coinciding. It coincides with everything else, so it's a very plot-driven focus in specifically how it structures itself.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, I'll tell a little bit about King for One Punch Man, with his incredible luck prowess that I would say is pretty lucky. More luck than I have. How about you?
I mean, he's basically just the most lucky human.
True. So if you're born lucky, King is probably the character you want to base that off on. Not just someone who gets lucky events, but like, to the core of the character, to plot, to normally so many things happen all at once. And that's how you write a born lucky character. You write them so integral to the story, where it just seems like the luck is an ability in itself or a special innate ability. It's not mentioned, but it's shown.
Yeah, it becomes a part of the...
Yeah, so. But yeah, I would give it to Creator of One Punch Man for that. King is definitely an interesting character. So, next character is actually Sakura Ichiko. So, Good Luck Girl is interesting in the fact that it provides a anime based in the topic of luck.
Yeah.
It's actually about the main character who has that power.
Yeah.
Because of the simple fact that, we have her. She's like her life is on easy. She has good fortune. Everything she has is wanted. Beauty, intelligence, wealth. She's the goddess of poverty. To Ichigo, she is cursed with misfortune. So we also have another character with poverty, who is the total opposite to Ichigo herself. The lives collide when they live up to the title, deliver unfortunate news. Large amount of luck due to draining the luck from those around her. So, it as a series is like interesting.
Yeah. Basically, Sakura basically has the powers to control luck itself. Or more like fate. She can basically just manipulate whether your fortune or misfortune.
True. Well, I like her character for the simple fact that it has some depth to her. It's not just, she has lucky, she actually has lucky powers. And that's actually expressed as,
Like an actual power. Just born lucky.
So, her power is absolute luck. She has everything to go for. That's her category. It's interesting because of how extremely lucky she is and has the ability to be lucky and actually have an ability to affect luck is what is kind of appealing to me.
Yeah, but remember, there's like a trade-off. She can be lucky, but in return, everyone around her has to be unlucky.
Yeah.
The downside of their power.
True. I'm just going to name a couple, but beauty, good looks, attractiveness, intelligence, health, agility, libido, perception, senses, intuition, instincts, humor, wealth, willpower, talent, elegance, and charisma and also a perfect body from living from birth. That just seems like we're born lucky, but it's not. So weird.
Yeah.
It's just like she has an infinite amount of luck as a blessing. It's like a divine intervention, but like God will blessing. That's the only way I can describe it as. God touch. She's like so lucky that she's like kind of like God touch. In that way. You know what I mean? But you know what God touch is, right?
Yeah, she basically just purchases anything she wants and it becomes lucky, I guess.
True. Well, that.
She wants to do, she just gets 11. Yeah.
True. And what I like about it is it's such a broken ability, she can't control it. It's just everly constant around her.
Yeah, it just happens.
But she's written in a way she knows it happens and just goes along with it. because she knows everything is going to go her way. It's like people have the power of clairvoyance, know exactly what's going to happen the next time it happens. They just go with the wind and don't really care.
Yeah, it's just like King where they just roll with it. They don't really care.
And also in her role, this is more intense because of the fact she doesn't control it and gives off this aroma of energy that literally changes the outcome for her in so many different attributes and personality, while others around her can be put in a negative situation depending on what is the effect.
Yeah. I mean, it's basically more like fit manipulation than luck. Not about luck anymore. Like or just changing her fit, basically.
Yeah. And he also thinks lucky just happened randomly to her.
Yeah.
Like, say, ergo, if nothing bad happens, if it does, it will always play out in her favor. People always tend to respond positive. All aspects improve drastically. So think about this. You're so lucky. You have so much energy around you to affect it. What is the thing that you think is going to make you unparalleled to other people?
Like, what do you mean?
Well, like, say you go to the office. Your luck is going to be so powerful that no one can exceed you in working. You get everything right. Everything good that will happen to you first. When you get bored of that lifestyle a little bit, though?
I mean, sure, yeah. If the time goes by, I will try maybe doing something different, but I will get bored very quick of the luck.
But if everything is going to be exactly the same, anything you try, you're going to be lucky at. You'll be trying a lot of stuff before the end of it.
Yeah. At this point, I would actually be trying to fail, and I would still win in a way.
And you can't be depressed because your mood will always be positive in that way.
Yeah.
So it's like she's close with her own luck because of the fact that it affects so much of her life.
Yeah, she basically can't live a normal life. She's always gonna be lucky and always gonna be happy.
Like whatever she
She's
needs.
never gonna be depressed.
Yeah. Whatever she needs or desires, opportunities will just happen. Wherever she wishes to go is so infinite, the potential can manifest in so many forms. It's just like mind-boggling.
Yeah, but at this point, when does her luck end?
I don't know.
What if she just wishes to be immortal and she maybe live forever? That's what her luck is about.
Yeah, I guess she has, strength, and then you absorb the luck around people. When you possess the godlike luck, you also have the ability to absorb other people's luck. Though, like, if you absorb someone's luck, and then you cause a situation for a tragedy or a death for them, how is that good for them, but good for you?
I mean, basically a trade-off. You take their luck so you can be more lucky. Then at the same time, they're not lucky anymore, so they maybe get in an accident or something.
True. I mean, the only way to counteract the luck-absorbing ore is to seal it off with a special item. It absorbs it, and then they take it, and then they redistribute it to the people around her. But she has so much luck that doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
I don't know. The ability to, the fortune energy from surroundings grants her extraordinary luck, but brings misfortune. I just feel like she, as a character, has no room to grow except going through knowing that her luck is going to probably be the downfall of someone or cause a terrible accident, and she had no control over it.
I mean, if she can control it, then it's basically not really a problem. Like, she can't do anything about it.
It's just like one of those characters, even if you seal it, it's still going to be there. So all you can really do is maybe seal it so you don't affect other people's luck, but your luck is still so powerful that it won't be sealed.
Yeah, yes.
I wonder, how does, like, character interactions work with her? Is she, like, trying to change because she knows her luck is just affecting them in a different way that she wants them to?
I mean, maybe at the start, yeah, but then she will just get used to it, and it's like a normal thing for everyone to treat their luck. So, yeah.
I don't know. What do you think about her having the ability to shape perception of luck and fortune with the people she meets? I just feel like that won't. How can that be a genuine relationship if luck is being manipulated to the point to being in her favor?
I mean, it's not basically just a big relationship. Everyone will like her, no matter what, even if she doesn't like it. Basically, like you said, she can relating characters to her, or everyone will treat her nice, even if she doesn't want. And even if she acts really bad to them, they will still like her, basically.
Does that mean that she'll actually have feelings for someone if she truly feels it? Or that just being lucky to find love?
I mean, sure, yeah. If the other person, she likes him, maybe, yeah. But at this point, she knows that it's all about her luck. Like, she knows that other guys are just, liking her with her luck.
That's a weird dilemma. I don't know if I would want that power. I'd rather be king.
Yeah, exactly.
I'd rather be born lucky and not be cursed with luck like this.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I mean, to be fair, like with King case, he's basically just lucky when he wants to. But with the Sakura Ichiko case, she can't control it within. She can't do anything about it.
True. What brings the question is, she's truly impacted as a person to actually be the situation she's at, kind of.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's, on one hand, I feel bad, but on the other hand, the character is written as an OP character, but can't really control the outcome.
Yeah.
And the show itself has another person being the main protagonist bringing misfortune too. So that's an interesting antagonist relationship.
Yeah.
But
it's
Cecil's
basically the opposite. Yeah.
That's kind of funny though.
I mean, it's very ironic, I guess.
Yeah. I would say it's definitely ironic in the sense that it doesn't usually happen. But yeah, that's a little bit about good luck though. I think we hit some of the main points about her. These things are so isolating. Like, I don't know what I would think if I had all that luck.
I mean, you're just gonna be like king, just roll with it, I guess. Nothing you can do about it.
Will there be anything I would actually think I would like to do myself that's not luck-based? I guess.
You will need anything.
I guess I have to do something that's not really... I guess I have to do something that's really rewarding for me to feel like I'm doing something.
I mean, even if you get all the reward, you will just feel that you didn't deserve it. So.
I mean, if I had that much to give, I'll just live out a life of volunteering like, I don't know what else to live to make me happy, knowing that whatever I do is going to have a big impact on other people. I want to just volunteer and be lucky at it, and hopefully, me being lucky, I can steer it away enough that I'll be lucky for them, so whatever impact I have in that operation is good.
Yeah.
How about you?
I mean, I wouldn't want to live like that, honestly. I just want to live a normal life. Yeah.
True, in this regard, what is a normal life if you're so lucky?
Yeah.
That's... I do agree with you on that one. But yeah, that's all about Ichigo Sakura. And her interesting luck tendencies. Actually, Haruta Shigemo is actually not that bad for Jujutsu Kaisen.
Yeah, I mean, he's a special case. He basically controls his powers.
Isn't he also an antagonist?
No, he's one of the main characters.
Okay, so he's the main character. Okay.
Yeah.
His luck is actually in the supernatural luck category.
Yeah, basically controls and manipulates the probability. His luck.
Whoa. Well, the ability is called Miracle.
Yeah.
But isn't there a limitation to his Miracle plus technique?
Yeah, there is a limitation actually. That's it's very interesting. So basically, consider it a coin flip. If he gets somewhat lucky, he gets more powerful, like his just went skyrocket.
Mm-hmm.
But if he's not lucky, the one he's facing, like his opponent, just gets very strong. Basically, a coin flip.
Oh, okay.
Like he either gets stronger or his enemy gets stronger. That coin flip, basically.
He'll get stronger, they'll get slightly weaker.
Not weaker, he just gets stronger.
Okay, so he can tip his luck in his favor to match the opponent.
I mean, he always has the advantage because he chooses when to coin flip. So he always has an advantage.
Well, okay, so
Like your enemy watches.
So if he's like limited in what he can do, what is the limitation to the luck itself? Like, is there like a certain field of length for the luck?
I mean, there is, yeah. This is like Jujutsu Kaisen, so there is always a limit. For example, the absolute maximum I can get is like maybe near Gojo. We said actually that Haruto is very strong, maybe as close as Gojo, like power-wise.
Okay. I mean, with him in combat, can people attack him from a distance and have a decent chance of fighting him because of the range of luck that he can affect? Or can he get out of that situation based on luck?
I mean, he doesn't roll luck like that. His entire power is about making him stronger.
Local what?
And he does have a very high range. He does just makes himself stronger. His attacks are stronger, basically.
Oh, so he just boosts himself.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So that's actually pretty good. So, like, how powerful is that ability compared to the other characters?
Like I said, it's actually very strong. Maybe as strong as Gojo. That's what everyone says. But I personally think it has limitations. But if it doesn't have limitations, it can be very strong, more stronger than Gojo.
True. Interesting. So I guess, with his fighting style, he's not only tactical, but he can utilize the luck in a way to gain the upper hand. And mobility is greater compared to the other character. So going through it all, he can be more agile or get more strength at it, depending if to do a block and get that right block in to present the effect of the actual move that is being used against him.
Yeah, basically. He just rolls the dice and decide what will happen, whether he gets lucky or maybe his opponent is gonna get stronger, stuff like that.
Oh, that's interesting. So is there an example of him going in battle and maybe not getting an advantage and getting a stat boost?
I didn't read the manga yet, but I know some of the fights he had, and he mostly was an advantage. Like he was storming almost every fight, but I think there was one fight where he was fighting Sukuna, and he lost that fight.
Interesting. Well, I guess, he doesn't have superior luck. It's supernatural. He's cursed with luck, and as a result, it can benefit him in fighting because of the fact that he can boost certain attributes in fighting to give him an advantage. Which I think, him as a character, having the luck curse technique that he has of Miracle, is kind of interesting. I like it because it's practical, it has lots of uses, and in a actual fight, it only boosts his fighting ability. So he also, alongside the ability, fights with it. So he's already a skilled fighter without the luck, but with the luck, he's an expert fighter, instead of skill.
Yeah, exactly.
So it puts him in that expert category, and it kind of makes him hard to deal with because of what you don't know which boost you would get and how the battle would benefit. I feel like the longer the battle goes, the more luck he will get to figure out how way to defeat you.
Yeah, basically.
A long drawn-out battle against him is basically you're not going to win. Endurance is not going to be something you're going to have against him.
Yeah, he can spam his abilities as much as he wants, basically.
I like his character. I think it would be interesting to see how he specifically has luck, but also controlling an aspect of not being geared to one specific reality. There's always something going to change in his favor, but it's going to be in a way that's in the fighting itself to benefit it.
Yeah.
And he can utilize it because he's very knowledgeable and can utilize that small chance for victory.
He's very experienced with his powers. He's had very long years of training, so he basically knows the ins and outs of his powers, and you can utilize it with maximum power.
And with him at question, it really brings into light how he fights, the motivation to fight, and anything alongside it.
I think he mostly fights for the money.
He fights for the money?
I can already see it. Yeah.
Oh.
He basically gets paid very well, so...
So he gets paid to win.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's a financial gain in the fighting itself, but it also fulfills equal protection to the friends to a cause that is justified. It's not just selfish.
Yeah, exactly. It's not like he cares that much about money. More like his entire personality is revolved about luck and money, basically.
So instead of just fight the fight, he has a motivation to fight in doing so.
Yeah, basically.
Oh, okay. Well, if it's really this exponential crisis of altering the fight in his favor, isn't that like saying you're playing dirty and putting dirt in someone's eyes, and then all of a sudden they're put at a disadvantage because you have the upper hand?
That really doesn't apply here. Everyone in the series basically has broken abilities. His ability is very simple, but yet it's actually very effective. When there is other characters that basically can one-shot you in 1 second, so I don't think it's unfair.
It's not necessarily unfair, but it's more like this is how I fight, this is what you have to deal with.
Yeah.
So you have to be extremely, I guess you have to be one-shotting basically. If you missed, then you create openings to happen for it to be not in your fate.
Yeah, basically you just have to kill him in a very quick match. You can't really be in a long match with him, otherwise you'll just lose. Like you said, endurance is not a good thing to test with him.
Well, I don't know. It seems like his ability is the most fair on the list so far.
I mean,
it's not over broken, but it's just broken enough where it gives him the advantage.
yeah, I mean, it still has its limitations, but yeah, it's very good.
True, but it has a good user companionship. While the other two, they didn't really have a direct correlation with the ability itself. They're just having it. Yeah, they're just having it happening to them. While he's aware of it and knows when to act when it's in his favor. It's like he knows it's already going to happen when he fights. Like, does he get in like a mode where he realizes that this is an opportunity and this is what they do and I can get better at doing this weakness?
Yeah, I mean, his power just did him. Like, holistic thing. Yeah. Interesting.
Okay. I mean, that can definitely be something to take in consideration. But I feel like, in the overall scheme of things, maybe it's just how he is as a character. You know?
Yeah, yes.
And with that, him as a character is just how he is. So far, do you think you see yourself more with Jujutsu Kaisen or any other character?
I think I like King more. He's my favorite so far.
King is your favorite? Okay, I can see that.
Yeah.
True. Well, that's a little bit about Haruta from Jujutsu Kaisen. The last one we're going to discuss is Princess Bakucell from Re:Zero. She basically has what we call golden luck. This is literally the definition of luck with God touch. This literally divine intervention of luck. It's called divine protection of the throne. Kind of interesting. So with her having golden luck, how do you see it playing out before we get into more of the character?
I mean, I think it's a very generic character. For example, she's a very similar thing. Like maybe naturally born character, basically. But she doesn't actually have a power related to luck. More like she's just born lucky.
Oh, okay. Well, it feels like she's born lucky, but it's a divine intervention as well. So it's like beyond born lucky, because born lucky is just having luck being born with. While she has a God touch ability that grants her upper supernatural luck in a way that's, more than...
I mean, in a way, it's more like a magical power.
Yeah. Kind of interesting because with it, it makes her stronger on the day and increases the effects of buffs. It's kind of interesting because you don't really think, like, we have divine protection, but hers is like infinitely higher than average divine protection spells. or anything any close to it.
Yeah, I mean, it's basically magic powers.
Yeah. But she also has the magic she has is the skill of using yang magic. So yang is the form of light. So that kind of goes inside with, is yang light and yang darkness?
I think yang is light.
Okay, yeah, yang is the dark side. Okay. Yin and light and darkness. Okay. So, yeah, having the affinity for light with also having golden luck is pretty much to be expected with no character.
I mean, I wouldn't exactly call it golden luck. Basically, more like magical power. Like she was basically just gifted extremely lucky powers.
True.
So, yeah.
It's just like the, what? Let's see. The character who's reincarnated into an isekai and now has a goddess giving him all these different abilities to fight in the world.
Yeah.
True. I also like soul marriage technique. She imbues them with the power more or less of her own, boosts their healing capability to the point acting on her soul can receive multiple fatal wounds, heal completely. However, Priscilla must only not love the receiver, but that she also must be loved by the person in return. So basically, soul marriage is like that the technique for lovers, and only those people can perform that combo because they understand so much about them. Does that make any sense?
Yeah, I mean...
You have like couples who fight in anime and stuff. They fight in unison, so they fight as a pair because they understand each other so much that they can just be freely to do so and take advantage of opponents.
Yeah, that's basically how the technique works. If they don't understand each other, the technique works.
It's interesting because Priscilla, in this case, she comes to power, but it doesn't happen immediately. It happens over time with her reputation growing.
Yeah, she became known for being lucky, I guess.
And it kind of separated her in a status and as a pedestal, I would say, to highlight that status. It feels like she has the ability to go with it and then just blissfully go across, but don't come off as OP at the same time.
I mean, to be fair, I don't think she's actually very powerful. She's more like a side character who has some power and basically helps the main character. That's what I think at least.
Yeah.
She doesn't have a huge role in the series. It's mostly just the main character doing the stuff.
Yeah. But it's kind of interesting how she is written in that way. Like, everything goes good for her, but she doesn't see major combat, but it's like a very good support role. And a really good static character that's going to be there to highlight the main character in some storyline.
Yeah, basically they're trying to make her she's movie, but she actually isn't. It's just the main character doing everything.
True, but it's not just the main character doing everything. She also has the ability to make things to effect to go in her favor in a non-combative sense. Because she doesn't actually fight, but she doesn't need to. Which I think her character being written like that is different than the other characters. They normally either fight or put in situations to think otherwise. she doesn't have that issue.
Yeah, because she doesn't have to fight.
True. So, in the story of ReZero, her luck affects specific aspects in what storyline?
I think she mostly affects the character itself with the story. Like she basically just affects how the character thinks.
True.
She doesn't have any major impact on the actual story itself. She mostly just changes the mind of people around her, basically.
Oh, so she's like, the power of words can affect them.
Yeah, exactly. That's basically it.
So her power is to talk, but have persuasion as luck to do it.
Yeah.
I mean, she's more of a neutral character, definitely in that regard. But at the same time, she doesn't feel overly broken. She's just there. And she has the power.
Yeah. I mean, if she was broken, she would basically be the main character. So the way they wrote it is she is very broken, but to that point, they still have to make the main character very strong. So they had to nerf it, basically.
True. She also described the soul marriage technique as like jewelry bestowed to her by past husbands used to defend herself. Kind of weird.
After CeraVe moisturizers.
I'm Nick Mazesco.
It's like as if she actually can make situations and believe it to happen.
Yeah.
I mean, she does have like the Yang Sword technique and stuff like that.
Yeah,
But she's more like support mains, that sorcerer that grants you protection of luck to give you a boost, to give you a buff. And now you have that buff, that you can be able to fight more knowing that you have that healing factor or the luck to change the events around you to be able to achieve the end goal.
Yeah.
True. It's interesting because her personality is most like kind of nice. It's just like I'm here I am.
We don't know much about her personality. Like we don't know what her intentions is. Maybe she's bad. Maybe she's trying to be good.
Well,
That's
I
what
think.
we discover.
Let's see.
She's not exactly a good person, but she's not bad either. So she's basically neutral.
Yeah. Well, she can be volatile and dangerous when she's angry, but she's a self-centered attitude. So it kind of shows you where, she was talking to Felt. Priscilla offers her a quick fix, but Felt refused. She's like that personality. It's like, you have to earn my luck to get my luck. It's kind of like, you have to earn it. You have to impress me while I should give it to you.
Yeah, she doesn't basically use her power to me. She has to get something in return.
And she's like a character who's like in a royal fashion. You have to earn my respect before I even give you attention of day.
Yeah,
She does put herself on the pedestal.
yeah, she's very arrogant, basically.
Not just arrogant, but she's like high sense of self. Like there's an importance to her when really there's not much importance to her because she's not written in a great importance in the story.
Yeah, I mean, they don't focus too much on her in the story. They mostly just on the main character.
Well,
Why we don't get a lot of screen time on her.
true, and the moment you do, you just get the self-importance as a gloating kind of
Yeah,
thing.
exactly.
Here I am.
Yeah.
You're blessed to be in my presence. She's very static in her character. So, with that being said, this pretty much wraps up discussion about luck-based power users. Is there anything you want to clarify before we let this be recorded and let
I
go?
mean, I think there is a lot of different powers that can be good luck, but I think there is still a lot of, like, maybe some perfect back cover. They are not luck-based powers, but mostly just fate itself. That's why there is exactly not many luck power users. That's pretty much it.
True, but the ability to control fate as a power is also a sub-power of controlling destiny and reality warping.
Yeah, basically it's just reality warping.
But luck is not necessarily... it's expendable. It makes the events improbable, but not impossible.
Yeah, basically, exactly that's what luck is.
And with fate, I feel like fate makes such an event almost impossible.
Yeah, I mean, there is a very huge difference between fate and luck. It's basically, fate is something that can't actually control, just happens, can never escape it. But with luck, it's just something that happens.
True. So, as like luck-based power goes, which character you think represents like the definition of a luck-based power in its
I think
class?
Haruta from Jujutsu Kaisen is basically the pure definition of luck power user.
So he's the practical user of luck, while the stand to an interesting character could be King.
Yeah, I mean, King doesn't exactly control his power. Can play
Yeah.
only the power, or like a trait.
But there's more story to him. Like, he's written in a way that there's self-realization and like, here I am, but I'm trying to solve it, but I can't, but I'm trying to anyway. He's more of a... his ethos is really great. That's why I like him.
Yeah. Yeah.
As you so easily relate to him.
Yeah, his character is very good. That's why he's my favorite.
But yeah, this wraps up this episode of the CME podcast for luck-based powers, luck-based power users. And before we, go to the next subject and stuff, on my end, tell them where they can find you or stuff like that as you as a featured speaker.
You can just find me on the MC Anime Podcast website
Okay.
as an audio editor. My contact information is there, so you don't have to ever else.
True. And, him to contact if you want services. Contact us if you don't contact him directly. But contact him if you want a special, let's go in between. But thank you, Hesh, for being here. And overall, did you like it?
Yeah, I think it's a very interesting. I like talking about it.
Alright, well, this definitely was a good premiere episode for you.
Yeah.
Alright, guys, well, this concludes this episode of Luck-Based Power Users. And that's a wrap.
This concludes another episode of MC Anime Podcast. MC Anime Podcast is available on podcast directories like Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, iHeartRadio, and YouTube. We also have our website at mcanimepodcast.com. If you want to directly support us, then follow Patreon blog MC Anime. Finally, if you want services for hire, then we're available on Fiverr for audio and video production, graphic design, idea consulting, and blog and article writing.